I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Check. Hey, Alpha. Check. Let him go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Cooper. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
51, South. 22 jet bomber. Double up. He's coming. Let him go.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
36. Send him west.
At the 38-yard line.
51, South. Hey, Foxtrot. Space. I'm coming.
From the 38, Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Matchbox light.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Not here. 45 the mic, 45 the mic. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Red, up.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Hold the loop, hold the loop, hold. 45 the mic. I'm coming. Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I...
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Check 55, Mike. Check. Mike 55.
Now Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. The 30, 20, touchdown Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect them. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ready. Check. Wait.
Hey, exit.
Watch 50. Get out.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, South, go get him. Mike 50, Mike.
After the interception, here's Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And some space here. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Protein spill.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
11. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now Ryan. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check Mike, check Mike. Gun.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Ran, just make these babies cry a little bit. 6-6, pull it high. Check.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and 12, Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards, a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now it's Ryan. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Whip. Check. 80 weapon.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You got tight right there.
From the 17, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a loss of a
Pilot,
yard.
64, 54, down. Hey, high 7.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 58 yards. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
18.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and inches, Ryan, he's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Even. 4th down. Even.
Hey, 59, ready? Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Watch the curl. Buzz. Space.
From the 39, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And an alley to run. Refusing to go. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Allen Bailey in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Alert, 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 alert.
Safety's creeping.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And what's that? And what's the ball?
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mike 54. Red, tight dog.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Alert. 18. Don't be scared of it. Shift.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
54 Mike. I'm here all day.
Hey, ball. 22 jet bomber.
First down, a run with Cohen. Room here to run. Past the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Kill. Red, up.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Davis. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
51, Sam.
55.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
49, check 49, check. Gun. All right,
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken around the 12. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
No game on this defense, no game. Motion. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Watch one. 45. Mike 45.
Come on. You better bring it.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight week, he's forced to fumble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Hey, 18.
From the 39, Trubisky going to let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, keep it up.
Check.
Check 99. Check 99.
21. Check.
Watch the twist.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
You ready?
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Alert, 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 alert. Drop the pass. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Again, it's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check safety, check safety.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
21. Back. Mike 55. Move. I'm coming. Got it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go, 22. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Throwing again, Ryan. Flush to his right. Caught by Sanu. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's get up. 39. Check right. Watch it, watch the play. Hey, South.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd them.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
That's trash. That's trash. He's coming.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And that's caught inside the 30. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 49 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far, averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Watch a slap, watch a slap. Watch a slap. Alert. Check 50.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They try again with Cohen. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused.